Keiho's Junkyard, Keiho speaking, and in today's video, I make a sacrifice. But it's gonna be beneficial. So yes, I am probably selling the mud truck today. Kinda sad. It's a pretty badass truck, but I don't really drive it. And the guy who's gonna buy it is gonna, use it for what it was built for, just kind of rip it around the country, whatever. And I have been wanting another classic car for a while now, and I have one that I've been looking at and in contact with the guy for, so hopefully I can sell this thing today. Maybe tomorrow or the day after I can go get this car. So let's see what happens. All right, so fast forward, I sold the truck yesterday. We are now driving home with the new car. So we had to go to Iowa to get it because in central Illinois, there's nothing for a good price. You have to drive. So, but we're on our way home. We're about to cross over back into Illinois. So when we get home, I'll show you what we got. Well, you probably already know what I got because it's probably the thumbnail and the title, but I got a 1970 Ford Thunderbird, and we drove it 4 hours home from Iowa. So it's proven itself, but it's a little rough. See, top's a little messed up and the paint's not the greatest, but I don't know, I quite like the car. It's got a 429 Thunderjet beak, 360 horsepower with 480 pound-foot of torque. So I quite like this car. Alright, let's see how long it takes for this thing to start. It does need valve seals, because it does burn a little oil when it starts, but no way. Okay, that is very impressive. It does have a exhaust leak on the passenger side manifold. Maybe I try welding that back together. It started right up, and wow. The AC is in the trunk. I have it. It's still complete. I'm gonna put it back on. Yeah. And then right back down to idle. So. Also 61,000 original miles, which is pretty cool. I guess what I'll start with is appearance. See, I've already started doing the top with sprayable leather, but I also ordered touch-up paint just to, I don't know, spend hours filling in all these little cracks and whatever. When I go to repaint this thing, it is not getting a top back on it. It just isn't. I mean, now since it's shiny, you can see like the bubbling back there. Even worse, like you can see it on here and kind of like, and the other side's worse, but still, this top is not going to go back on, which I like. I like this top because it's like, crocodile skin, like snake skin type thing, but I mean, it's just not good for them. So I guess I'll just shine this up right quick. All right, well, I guess that's done. I don't know if it's going to dry like that, but it's a little better. Well, I will verify that this car has been repainted, at least in some spots. So, you see a little bit of red overspray on the A-pillar, and then you come back here. Now, this is quality work right here. Doesn't even look like they sanded this or took the trim off or anything, so that's great. Also, I forgot to mention, this has dove heads. But I'm looking here because I'm tired of this exhaust leak, and you can see, I don't know what broke, the bolt or the manifold, but I would guess the manifold. I was thinking about trying to weld it together, but maybe I can score a fucking cheap set of, you know, cheap set of them on Marketplace or something, but we'll see. All right, so what I have just done to this car is I attempted to fix, or at least suppress, the exhaust leak, because you see that manifold crumbled. He tried to put JB Weld on it. Didn't hold that well, and which one was it? That is also kind of crumbled and broke. So I just went through this side, tightened them up, you know, because they were all a little loose. So tightened them up, and then this side looks completely untouched besides that one, which I did tighten up. So let's see if it sounds any better. Oh yeah. You can still hear it a little. Hold on. You can hear it, and I think it's this one. I mean, you can see the carbon or whatever coming out of it. That's where it sounds like it's coming from. It doesn't sound like this one. I put a bigger washer on it so it would close. Yeah, so that one, I might have to put a bigger washer on it as well so it draws it up. But yeah, that's a lot better. That is, oh shit, that is a lot better. All right, well, after work, I got off early, so came out here and messed with it, and there is no more exhaust leak at all. Well, maybe there's the tiniest bit. You can kind of hear it chopping a little, but you can't hear it from the cab anymore, and it's not like a loud so I'm gonna call that fixed. Next order of business, this thing has a hell of a power steering whine upon start, and of course, go to check it, bone dry. So, got some here in the funnel, just gonna top that off right quick, no big deal. Oh good, oh good. Yes, please leak everywhere. Fuck. There's no way to do this one-handed, is there? Alright, just filled it up, started it, and now it's making some noise. And I don't like how loose this belt is, so I'm going to tighten that up. I like how it has a tray that goes along the front. It's really easy for bolts or tools or whatever. Well, it still makes a little bit of a squeal, but it's a lot tighter. I have that peace of mind now. This is a great design. You just tighten it until it's tight, rather than having to come out here with a crowbar. I like that quite a bit. Okay, so everything else looks fine under here, but I am curious. I want to get a borescope out and just look at a cylinder, just to say I did. I'm very curious about that, so let's do it. Alright, so far, that plug is fucking massive. What, a 1 1/16? Oh, I'm absolutely dyslexic. That's 13/16, still big. Can't see shit. Alright, so not the worst running plug I've ever seen. I think that gap might be a little off. It looks too close. Not a terrible running looking plug. It's not tan on the electrode, but I'm going to check what the gap is supposed to be on these and get back. Alright, so it did seem to be off. I did the business card folded in half trick with this little cardboard because I feel like that's thin enough. And yeah, I had to bend it out a little bit more. That looks more normal-ish. I don't know. But back to the main event. Let's just shove this thing down in there. See what we can see. Oh. I don't know what that is. I don't like that though. What am I looking at here? Okay. This is another thing you just cannot do one-handed, I guess. No. What the fuck? I hope that's not the top of the piston all fucking mangled. Ooh, I hope not. Hold on. Okay, so let me see if you'll focus here. That was the top of the piston, which is scored up, as you can kind of see there. And on the side, there's a little vertical scoring. can't tell. You can't fucking barely see it. Overall, it's not terrible. I just don't know why that's all scratched up. The pistons are flat top. They have not been domed or anything. That's a weird one, man. I don't know. So basically, I'm not gonna worry about that. All right, well, I just took it on a drive last thing of the night, and this wheel, there is a hell of a noise, hell of a clunking noise coming from this wheel. I always noticed it had some pretty bad positive camber. Like, if you look at it, it's like bowed out. So something is loose on there. That's an issue. Not a huge issue. Should be able to get that knocked out pretty soon, but that's all I got for tonight. I did order some cosmetic enhancers, spray on shine, color matched paint. I even bought something special for this top that I am not gonna say yet, because I always foil my own fucking plans. I bought something special to really bring this top back to life before I eventually repaint it and never put a top back on this car again. So that's it. That's all we got for tonight. All right, so today, instead of doing any meaningful work on this car, we're gonna go get some new wheels for it. Jesus. We're gonna go get some new wheels for it because these are just kind of a little too, I don't know, old-timer, grandpa-looking dishes. They don't look bad, and I'll definitely still keep them, but we're gonna get some upgraded, nicer-looking wheels. The only bad part about it is I have to drive to Missouri to get them. Because, again, you can't find a damn thing up here. They're really nice wheels at a very good price. I don't know how they haven't sold yet, unless I'm just going to drive there and figure out their garbage. But, yeah, well, let's go get them. All right, I have made it home with the new wheels. So, let's put them on. Before and after. That was exactly what it needed. It does need probably another couple inches of lowering, but oh yeah. And the result, it needs lowered like an inch or two, but man, that just made all the difference. Look at this thing. That looks tough. That looks super tough, man. So that's, instead of actually doing any real work to it, I just threw wheels on it and called it good. It does need a tie rod, and pretty bad on that side. You can hear it clunking while you're driving. It has, you know, left and right play to it. Okay, it's time to do the responsible thing on this car and do the tie rods, because when I'm going down the road, it sounds like this wheel is about to fall off. And I already did the fucking left to right check, and it's pretty loose. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Oh yeah. Up and down. Just a little clunk, but that's not very good. I also am wondering about the wheel bearing in there. Fucking cardboard, man. So as you can see, that's not good. I don't know, throwing shit at the wall here. So basically, I'm just gonna pop this out and then see how loose the ball is, because right now if I hit it with a sledgehammer, it moves. It's not the tightest, but I don't know if that's my issue, if it's my wheel bearing, or maybe he didn't set the preload or whatever correctly. So, and that also gives me a chance to use my pickle fork for the first time. This is the funniest name ever when it comes to cars, pickle fork. So normally I just beat them from the top down, but apparently that fucks the threads up. So I'm just gonna stick this up in there and beat it a couple times. Right, pickle fork. Wow, that's really not working too well. Damn. Yeah, that's really not doing anything. There we go. My angle is wrong. Damn. Damn. What the fuck? That's a bitch. There it goes. Holy fuck. Yep. We are pretty loose. You shouldn't be able to do that by hand. Really, you would have to like have a hammer and like tap or tap, moves a little bit, tap, moves a little bit, but this, you know, that's not good. So I'm gonna restart the thread and then get this sleeve undone, mark it with a paint marker on the thread so I don't lose it, and then we'll replace it. Okay, well I guess I'm not gonna start the fucking castle nut because it acts like it was never on here before, and I cannot get the fucking thing to start again. It just falls right off. One time use only or some fucking bullshit like that. It acts like it has just never been on here before. I mean, like, you see that? It got a little tight, but as soon as I do this, it falls right off. Yep. Oh, because it's spinning in there. That's right. Oh well, it maybe has gotten one thread of it, so let's pop these fuckers off. Okay. Let's see if I can't make this happen. You're probably not going to be able to see anything. Put a wrench on the other side and... Oh fuck, that's tightening. Oh shit. One more, there you go. Sure. That's a circus act. Alright, here goes nothing. There we go. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, I'll take this. Nope, I won't do it that easy. I will take this castle nut off. Just like that. And get out. You get out. There. Now what is the procedure to take this out of here? Does it just, I mean, there's no jam nut. Do I just like fucking turn it? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. There's threads here too. Shit, those don't matter. Okay, let me clean these up and paint mark them. Okay. Damn it. Come up here for the camera. Don't be shy. Don't be bashful. So, I'm gonna have you count with me so I don't forget. Where's my paint marker? It looks to be there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threads. Just, had to make sure I was still recording. Get that very most inner one. Will that even matter? No, this won't even matter because I'm taking this out. Help me count here. Okay, 1. That's 1, 2, 3. Why is it going in? Oh, I'm tightening. Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, this is falling off, 29, 30, still in there, goddamn, 31, 32, it's right there. 33 turns, and look at this. Just, you're not supposed to be able to do that. Okay, so the last one should still be fresh in your mind. This is what a good one looks like. Like, I can't move it by hand. Ugh. I'd have to get a hammer and knock it, which I'm gonna have to align it to get it in this control arm, but like, just so you know, that is like all my might without like trying to fuck something up. Yeah, it's solid on there. So this one came with a grease zerk, and then Newcastle nut, and cotter key, cotter pin, and a Pontiac Bonneville magnet. Hell yeah. So let's get this back up in here. Okay, so normally on a normal tie rod setup, it's kind of backwards as opposed to this one. So like the tie rod goes over in threads, like say this is all thread, the sleeve is all thread, it would go over that, and then there'd be a nut locking it into place. But in this one, this just threads right into it and then locks down with these I guess clamps. So it's a little backwards, but it works. I did try to grease these. They must be full because it didn't take any. So yeah, I'm just gonna thread this in. What was it, 33? I guess I'll find that out. One day I hope I grow up to not be as fucking stupid. I was going the wrong way. That's why I didn't start. I sat here for maybe 10 minutes trying to figure that out. So yeah. Okay, so let's really try to lock in where it is. Is that it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 32, 33. That's it. Now I'll just put the nuts and bolts back in this sleeve, push this up in this control arm, tighten it down. Sometimes my genius is on vacation. And now I'll show you how much force this is really supposed to be. Of course you can't see a fucking thing because I need to put this in the control arm, but I need to bend it up. So see, and it just barely moves it. You just knock it and it still doesn't move that much as opposed to the other one. So let's try to be nice and gentle with it. Don't really break it much. There. And the Newcastle nut, it's gonna squish this seal down when I tighten it, but just to start it there so I can tighten the sleeve there. And I'm not gonna say this is gonna fix it completely because there's some other joints here that look pretty fucking questionable, but it should get better. Should definitely be better. Come on. Don't be a bitch. You're not that strong a metal. Don't hurt me. I know you're not that strong. I know you're fucking Chinese pot metal or something. Come on, don't lie to me. You know what? Fine. We're good. And the result. Horrible. Still fucking terrible. Wow. Good job. Wow. Still fucking awful. Great. Son of a bitch. I don't think I'm gonna do the other side. Wow, it's probably that wheel bearing. Fuck. Really? Oh yeah, that's still awful. Fuck yeah, dude. Wasted money. So if you were paying attention, unlike me, you would have seen that I started counting in reverse. You know, the amount of turns it took to come off. I started counting after I'd already went in 3 and figured out I was going the wrong way. So I'm still 3 turns too far in on this side. So gonna have to redo it or take it out, take the Newcastle nut out, back it out 3, and then it'll be good. All right, crisis averted. Just took it off, spun it around 3 more times, and it looks a lot more straight and better. And there's 6 threads I can count like the last time. So I'm gonna take this cap off and I'm just gonna check the preload on it, see if it's too loose or not. So I checked the wheel bearing and it was loose. It actually was loose. It was just kind of sitting there, you know, not tight in either direction, you know, like, so what I did is I spun it over, got it hand tight, kept spinning it over and rechecking, you know, getting it hand tight, and then I gave it just the tiniest little, you know, tighten from my wrench, and then I set everything back in there, and it still has left to right play, but I'm thinking that very well could have been my wheel clunking noise. So if that gets rid of the wheel clunking noise, I might just stop right there. Okay, so it's late in the next day, so I'm just gonna rip this tie rod off, check this this bearing, and yeah, hopefully it takes no time flat, because I already know how to do it quicker. Like the last one, I undid the 2 bolts, and you don't have to do that, it's just one. And then, you know, count it correctly, and then grease it, and yeah, so time lapse. That was a bitch. I don't know why it had to fight so damn hard, but I got it. I guess this side is just fucking horrible compared to the other, because again, I already had trouble with that cotter pin. Now this has to be at such an angle I can't get the fucking air ratchet in here. Let me figure it out. I'll fix this fucker. Yep. There we go. Fix that fucker right up. Now I have a lot more room in here. Now let's see how much more impossible it is. Also, let's check this. Just as bad as the other side. Horribly loose. Nice. Actually, how many? Fuck, I'm gonna have to clean that. Hold on. Okay, it looks to be 6. Same as the other side. So, is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now my wrench isn't on it. Oh, lovely. Oh, and it threw it, and it fucking threw it. Come on, stop being a whore. And it threw it even further. Fucking launched the thing. Now I'm gonna hold it. My whole fucking hand, I'm gonna hold this thing. There, fucking hell. Okay. Get loose for me. Fucking hell, dude, get loose. Damn. There's no way the other one would have influence on it. It must. It fucking must. Yeah, so I had to knock the shit out of it a couple times, and I did loosen the rear. Like I said I wouldn't, so I'm a fucking chump. Oh well. Got it loose, that's all that matters. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 27, 28, 28. So less than the other side. Okay. Alright, 28. It's the number. There. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 27, 28. Very tight. 28. How many threads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, perfect. Show me the grease. Okay, it's coming out the bottom. I guess it's fine. Oh, fuck. That hasn't been off ever in the last 50 years. Man. Oh, yeah, good job, Adam. Fucking, hey, alright. And this same thing as the other side. It's like you can see the old grease and then the new. So I don't know what the hell he did. The previous owner. I keep saying he. That's what I mean by he is previous owner. I am not gonna wipe that off. I'm just gonna pull the locking nut. Oh, actually, never mind. I need to take the cotter pin out first. Yep, get out of there. Get out of there. That's gonna be horrible to get back in. That is bent. Oh, that is bent. Okay, now how loose is this? Better than the other side. The other side, when I got to it, it was, again, just loose. I'll probably break it free if it's, depending on how tight it is, and then reset it. Okay, wasn't that bad. Okay, so I'll show you how I set the other side. Argue with your mama. So you get it tight like that, you know, finger tight. Spin it over a couple times. Tighten it up again. It moved a little. Okay, tighten it up again. One more time. And then tighten it up again, and then give it the tiniest wrench. Oh, damn. The tiniest little wrench, like that. Maybe that's what it was on, but just to make sure. All right, let's see how much worse I made everything. That's if this motherfucker wants to start. 2 pumps. Oh yeah, right into the high idle, which is probably too high. Turn my lights on, maybe. Yeah. All right, you can calm down, please. All right, let's burn the wheel bearings out of this thing. It doesn't, I don't hear a clunk anymore. Damn, focus, would you? But I do hear a squeaking. So I probably did tighten the bearings, tighten the lock nut or whatever the fuck it is too tight. Oh, I definitely did. I heard a skirt right there. Fuck. Fixed, oof, I don't like that at all. Yeah, it's skirting. I fixed one problem and made another. Fuck. And no, I didn't fix it. I just heard a clunk over there. God damn. See how much fucking worse I made it? That's awesome, dude. Well, good news if you're a hater. I didn't fix the problem. I didn't fix the problem, and my alignment is now fucked. So that's great. It looks to be that this wheel is too far outwards. So it's like kind of, well, I can't do it. It's facing inwards in the front of the wheel. Like kind of like pinching, whatever. So I guess I'll try to get a fucking 2x4 out and eyeball it. I hate doing alignment stuff. I mean, and both of the cambers are positive on them. They're sticking out, you know, and the clunking is still there. But now, I mean, I don't know what it could be unless the bearing has just failed on the other side. It's not a tie rod, but still, I'm going to have to look into it a lot further. And I don't know if I'm going to do it in this video. You know, it's getting kind of long. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do for this car in this video is take some of this spray-on vinyl and see if I can't make this top look any better. So this is just some Rust-Oleum, Amazon special stuff. Let's see. I'm going to start real light. I guess I'll do a little bit more. I'm not putting the top back on, so I don't care. Just want it to look better now. For now. And I'll come back when this dries. All right, I'm not going to go any farther with this because now it just looks like spray paint. Who would have thought? Not me. So that's going to be it for this video about my 1970 Ford Thunderbird. If you like what you see, subscribe, notification bell, whatever. You will see this thing again because it's going to need a repaint sooner or later. It still needs the alignment messed with. Just a bunch of little things, but for now, it's good enough. The video's getting long, so I'll see you all in the next one.